You brushed your teeth in the shower? I used to do that. I used to have this weird, this should surprise no one. I was like, I'm a highly efficient being kind of person. I was like a very like, I've got to get the most out of my day. I was just a little Redditor about it, you know? And so I used to brush my teeth in the shower, and I would be like, this is the most efficient way to do it. Because, cringe. I don't know, cringe. Redditor derogatory? Tell me I'm wrong about that specifically. I think that there is a specific class of things that Redditors are silly about. I can say it. I can say it because I was a Redditor. I'm not proud of it, man. I wish I'd been like a cool Tumblr girl. Like, I know that everyone who was a cool Tumblr girl is now like, Tumblr was cancer, and I regret the time that I spent arguing over shipping wars for imaginary characters, right? But like, I have gotta tell you, my time as a Redditor, oh, the cringe, man. This sounds like an AA meeting. No, but I wish I'd been a cool Tumblr girl, because all of my friends were Tumblr girls or something, and they all talk about their history there, and I don't understand any of it. I'm just like, could have been worse. Oh yeah, no. Dude, I went on 4chan precisely once. I went there once, and I think it was good for me. It was like shortly after the raid, and I found out that there was a big community on 4chan, and I went there and I was like, people are pretty nice. They don't hate me. They don't really feel much about me in either direction. And that is ideal, because if they love you, that just means they're gonna hate you later. And if they hate you, that's unfortunate, but also probably pretty predictable. I feel like they hate people. Yeah, I went on once. It's just a bunch of people kind of playing with dolls, you know? It's just a bunch of people kind of playing with dolls, clacking them together, right? It was like, I bet these two are kissing. Mwah, 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 make them kiss. Like, just people playing with their Barbies. And I think that's good for them. I think they should be allowed to do that. But yeah. Oh, the worst of 4chan moved? Well, I guess I missed the worst of it then. But that was what I saw, and I was like, this is pretty okay. But what I saw was not that bad. What I saw was mostly kind of silly and edgy to impress friends, right? And kind of a weird, interesting culture. I find it interesting, right, how the mechanics of each social media site drives the culture that evolves there. Reddit was based on upvotes, right? Whereas Tumblr was based on reblogs. And so you get a very different style of engagement, and you're incentivized to create different kinds of content and have different kinds of conversation. Twitter can be made to be more adversarial, right? Whenever engagement is rewarded financially, you're gonna see engagement baiting. And so, I think that 4chan is a really interesting format, because presumably people who post there, you know, they want recognition, they're getting something for it, but it's all anonymous, right? All they have is engagement. It's like a place that rewards engagement above all else. I think it's really interesting, but I never really felt the desire to go back. It was like, oh, that's what happens here. And then I was kind of done with it. I know that a lot of streamers look, and it can be kind of unhealthy. Not just there, but everywhere. Like YouTube comments. I read YouTube comments too much. That's my mental illness, is I read YouTube comments way too much. I need to stop. I swear to God. They'll be so confusing. People want to argue about things. And I think that's because, at a fundamental level, people want to engage with things. I think people are lonely, you know? I've been there, right? I think for a lot of autistic kids, me included, and I don't know how many other people, but I feel like I've seen this a lot. There is a way that for some people, it's really hard to figure out how to get engagement back, to figure out how to keep a conversation going, but it's really easy to keep an argument going. You know what I mean? So if you say something a little bit provocative, then it just kind of gets a response, and the responses keep coming. And if you're a lonely person, I think that can be kind of comforting and easy. And I think that this is why, disproportionately, autistic kiddos tend to engage with things like, is a hot dog a sandwich? Right? They want to start a friendly argument because they want friendly interaction that continues to happen, right? But I think a lot of people also want to start an unfriendly argument because it's still interaction, you know? And that's still comforting. So, I can't really know for sure, but I think that that's what a lot of it is, right? People say a lot of controversial things on there, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay. Personally, I really struggle. Let me give an example of things that I struggle with. I expect a lot of hate, right? I'm a streamer. I'm a person on the internet, right? So I expect a lot of hate, you know? I do. I'm not really worried about it, right? People can say like, I don't know, Ellie's ugly, Ellie's stupid, whatever. I don't know, man. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine looking and I'm smart enough to keep my job, whatever. Whatever people say, it doesn't really bother me, except I'm really susceptible to cases where people, like, say that I did something I didn't do. And it's like so funny. It's so funny how much this gets me. Like every time I read a comment that's like, I can't believe Ellie would say this, and it's not something I said, even if it's a joke, I'm like, but I didn't say that. And it's like, I know that I'm being a wiener about it, but I don't know why it bothers me so much. Ellie doesn't like to be gaslit? It's fine. It's fine. As things that happen on the internet go, I can't believe Ellie said chat is attractive. I would say chat is very sweet, and I like the vibe here. I'm picking up what you guys are putting down, but I don't know if you're attractive. I haven't seen you. But also, I'm not really worried about it. Can't believe Ellie said Neuro's a bad driver. Now I did say it. You can quote it, apparently. Because I read your thing, so I did in fact say it. I can't believe Ellie said aerospace engineers were calm and responsible. I'm sure they are. I just think they're a little braggy. I've seen some of you, yeah, and the ones I've seen, gorgeous. Most beautiful community on Twitch, I swear.